A lot of doors are closed to a lot of minority groups and women and all sorts of different demographics, and it's sort of being recognised now, and I think events like this help to bring people together who perhaps don't have the visibility, the confidence, the access, so I think it's extremely important.
This room is full of people who appreciate great art and who may be artists themselves, and to see other people who are creating great art is it inspires them to go on and do the same.
I actually found it very emotional watching the film, because I remember those days when Corine first mooted this film and she had absolutely nothing to make it happen, and all the time we were thinking, well, is it going to be possible?
I think it's really good to kind of have these kind of events and remind each other as well and inspire each other, because I think after watching this, you know what I mean, you come and you think, well, actually this can be done. You know, it makes things possible, because sometimes you live in your head where you think, can I really finish this film? Can I really have a screening? Can I really have this? So you build it up in your head in such a really big, impossible thing. Whereas when you come to these events, you see that actually it can be done. You know, just keep doing it, keep grinding. If you need to meet people, meet more people. If you need to, get more advice, and just get it done. It can be done.
A lot of black filmmakers, they tend to kind of all go in a similar direction, and a film like this, well, firstly it's a documentary, doing something quite different, and I think we could really do with a lot more variety within black film and television and documentary, particularly in Britain. So I'd like to see just more variants really, and just more different types of films and documentaries coming in by black women filmmakers.
The important thing that's happening here is the dialogue between our different creative communities. What this project has brought together, the Queen's Suite, is some of our emerging filmmakers with some of our most capable musicians. The guys who make up tomorrow's warriors are some of our best young musicians. Peter Edwards is one of our most capable young musicians, and that link between our filmmakers and our musicians, that's really important, because what we haven't been doing as a creative community is mobilizing and using one another as well as we can.
What I loved was the authenticity of the film. It felt very real and very relatable. Peter comes from a family that I recognise being of African Caribbean heritage and raised in this country. You know, his house looked like my house, or the house of aunties and uncles and friends of mine who I've grown up with. And to see that from the same kind of cultural setting, people have gone on to create such amazing and impactful works of art is incredibly inspiring.
I think my favourite bit of the film, well, there were a couple actually. There was that sort of coming of age moment where Peter had to take the band to task, and really take control of his situation, and it's where he really became the musical director of that band.
My favourite part of the film, I think, were the performances. I just really enjoyed them. There was one part where there was a saxophone solo, which I thought was really beautiful and really exciting, and just sort of having Peter in front of the camera being himself, and I just thought it was a really nice thing to watch him as he, at different points he was nervous, he was kind of, he had a lot of different expectations, and yeah, that was all captured really well, I think.
I love the stuff with Peter's mum and his home life, and helping us to understand where he come from, because I think just as a narrative about a kind of black British young man, I think it's just the sort of thing you don't see. And I love the music. I really love getting to hear some of the music as well.
I'm very proud of Corine. I know she's suffered an awful lot of hardships along the way, and seeing her there, seeing her film, seeing Peter as well, because he's one of the young people that we've developed over the years. He was my very first intern, and to see how far he's come as well is just an amazing thing. It's wonderful. In fact, I've really, really enjoyed it.
The next thing is an event in the autumn where women will be invited to a masterclass led by Black and Asian women leaders within the industry, both film and TV. And then after that, there'll be a documentary as well called The Art of Her, which looks at the zeitgeist of Black and British women filmmakers. The British Film Institute is one of the few organisations that is taking diversity seriously and is enabling people to access funding to create different types of projects. And that is, it's a fantastic initiative, and I'm just very grateful that they funded this project.